Space Jam trailer dropped. What did you expect? It's not like the first Space Jam wasn't good either. It's not a good movie. Space Jam is bad. Apparently, for a lot of y'all, the best thing about Space Jam was Lola Bunny being sexy, which is fucking weird. Man, fuck Space Jam. And for some reason, people were sticking up their middle finger at me in the comments on Instagram this week. I don't know what that was about, but I guess nobody taught you people how to show respect. But anyway, welcome back to the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated, most secret podcast in the world. Nobody asked Shawn. This is episode 12. And you know what they say about 12? It's more than 11. It's a great time to be alive. They got that boat out of the Suez Canal, so trade is back. African American Women's Fitness Month continues. African American Women's Fitness Month. And I guess the nobody asked Shawn African American woman who happens to be fit of the month is Naomi Osaka, mainly because I said that she would be last week. It's probably a bad time to name her that because she lost in the Miami Open, so it's not the best time for her. But I mean, she's still great. I mean, this is hard. This is hard to do. African American Women's Fitness Month. I was going to name R.A. McDonald from University of Arizona women's basketball team as the African American woman who happens to be fit of the month, but they lost in the championship game. She still played well, but the thing that's hard about this shit is it's like, I mean, is she particularly fit or unfit? Like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing about this game. Like, Naomi Osaka has got to be in great shape to be a great tennis player, but also, like, is she like the image of what fitness is? Like, I could name Jackie Joyner-Kersee. Maybe that's who I'll name, Jackie Joyner. But I already promised Naomi Osaka. And I know Naomi is a supporter of the show, so I don't want to pass up your opportunity to get it. So Jackie Joyner-Kersee will get it next week. This is weird. Like, yeah, me because I don't want to talk about physical attributes because that could get weird. I ain't trying to be, you know what I mean? I mean, we all know the women out there who are fit in the ways that are, let's say, eye-catching. But this is not a show about that. This is a show about nothing, really. Anyway, Naomi Osaka, you are this week's Nobody Asked Shawn African American woman who is fit of the month. Okay, Space Jam trailer dropped. What did you expect? Like, it's not good. It doesn't look good. It looks stupid. I mean, LeBron's why? Like, they had a joke about fucking the grandma doing like a cool, like, oh shoot, the grandma character just did something crazy. That's the one joke they have about grandmothers in movies is that just when you thought she was old grandma, she's gonna do something crazy athletic, and you can be like, oh shit. Grandma still got it. This is dumb. Why are we still doing this joke? Who's this movie for? Again, like I said in the Pepe Le Pew segment, young kids don't care about the Looney Tunes. And young kids even care about fucking LeBron James? Like, LeBron James is the top 2 or 3 athletes on the planet. Maybe the biggest, maybe second. But, you got some soccer players, Messi or Ronaldo or whatever, that are pretty big. But LeBron's up there for sure. There's no doubt about it. But it's like, do kids care enough to like want to go see a movie about him? Like, niggas ain't even go see Detective Pikachu like that. And that's Pikachu. That nigga Pikachu put in his fucking 10,000 hours to be at that level. That shit ain't go crazy like that. I didn't have expectations for the movie, and I'll probably watch it anyway because it's gonna be HBO Max and I can just watch it. Before anybody says anything, it's not like the first Space Jam wasn't good either. It's not a good movie. Space Jam is bad. Like, it's straight up just a bad movie on almost every level. We liked it mainly because it was a movie that came out when we were a kid. What is your favorite? What is the best part of Space Jam? If you had to tell somebody the best parts of Space Jam and you couldn't use the words I like Michael Jordan, like, what would you say? Like, what's the best thing that came out of Space Jam to me is the meme of Bugs Bunny holding up Michael's secret stuff, and you use that whenever somebody gets caught using steroids or drugs. Yeah, I like the Looney Tunes too, but that doesn't make it a good movie. It was successful targeted marketing, I'll give you that much. Everyone in the 90s loved Michael Jordan, aside from Knicks fans, and everybody who was a kid loved cartoons. So you put those things together and it was successful. Like, apparently for a lot of y'all, the best thing about Space Jam was Lola Bunny being sexy, which is fucking weird. And I'm not going to say she wasn't an attractive rabbit, but I'm not interested in having sexual relations with that rabbit because rabbits have a lot of children and I'm not interested in my life going in that direction. That's a lot of bills. And also other reasons had nothing to do with children and more to do with my preference is to not have sex with animals. Niggas was flipping out that Lola Bunny is no longer voluptuous. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Get a grip. Get a fucking grip. Why are we lusting over Lola Bunny when Lana from Archer and Elastigirl from The Incredibles are right there? Those are sexy women. But hey, to each his own. I mean, honestly, the best thing about Space Jam, it was the first indication that we had that Michael Jordan also knew he wasn't good at baseball. He was like, all right, man. It's time. It's time. I'm back. I'll send the facts out. I'm back. Nostalgia is poison. There's so many people who are like, oh, how they're gonna remake Space Jam? Like it could never hold, and they could never live up to the original. There's nothing to live up to. It's cartoons playing basketball with a fucking guy. He just happens to be really good at basketball, and now they're doing it again, and it looks just as bad. And Diana Taurasi, they got her looking like a fucking like Jewish stereotype, Nazi propaganda. Like that shit looks bad. I mean, but shout out to Dame Lillard and Klay Thompson and Diana Taurasi and motherfucking Anthony Davis for getting that check along with LeBron. But I don't really have expectations for it because I'm an adult now and I watch adult movies for adults like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So check that out. But other than that, man, fuck Space Jam. Somebody asked me about this in the question segment, but I figured I'd talk about it in the main segment. But Zapp Banks was basically talking about how crypto, like, we should be skeptical of crypto and Elon Musk is bullshit and stop buying Teslas and you could just put an iPad in your Prius and it's the same thing. You can see it here. And I mean, she's right. First, on the Elon Musk point, yeah, niggas are buying Teslas because it's the cool electric car. Priuses have been, on the market since the late 90s. Niggas don't go crazy with them shits. Now, what I will say is Teslas look nicer than most Priuses. But on the other hand, like, you care about the environment or you care about flexing. But I've never bought into the Elon Musk thing. I've never bought into the Jeff Bezos thing. I don't even buy into the Bill Gates thing. It's like, you niggas are billionaires, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation or whatever charitable things that Elon Musk does, or like how Teslas are supposed to be good for the environment, that doesn't negate the fact that you're a billionaire. You know what I mean? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for example, right? Those foundations, while they are charitable, are just fucking billionaires deciding what they get to, like, they're dictating where that money goes. Now, that's what charity is, but it's like, if you weren't a billionaire, we could figure that out shit for ourselves. The argument people make is, do you really trust the government to redistribute the wealth that billionaires would have into the sectors that we think they need to go to, like healthcare, like education, etc.? And I say no. But just because I don't trust the government doesn't mean that I can't think that billionaires should be taxed higher and that billionaires honestly shouldn't exist. And that leads me to my main point about the whole crypto thing is, it's just an opportunity for the rich to get richer. Crypto is a burgeoning market. It's been around for a few years now, but we're still in the early stages of crypto. I would say this is the 1.0 phase of crypto. And when you see someone like Elon Musk tweet out Bitcoin or put it in his Twitter bio, or that's not because they want you to get rich. They know that you investing in crypto gets them richer. It's that simple. Is there value to cryptocurrency? Absolutely. There's no denying that there is value to it, but there's value to a lot of things that we don't understand. And most people don't understand cryptocurrency. And what's the main reason people will tell you to invest in crypto? Is because, well, I don't want to miss out on money. You know what I mean? I want to miss out on getting rich. And it's like, that's no reason to invest in. I mean, I guess in a capitalist system, there's no better reason to invest in something. You know what I mean? It's going to get you rich, sure. But, I mean, what does crypto do for the world? Like, what does investing in Bitcoin do for us? And there's numerous problems with cryptocurrency as it currently exists. I'm not going to tell you not to invest in it, but it's just, like, just think about what it is. And it could all collapse. And a lot of people's argument is that, the system could just collapse now, the money that we have now. And it's like, yes. So why invest in another thing that could collapse? Like, it's all a sham. Everyone who's getting into like forex trading, day trading now, it's like, you feel like there's a reason why people look at finance people as scumbags, right? Like the lowest of the low, is because they're preying on the success and failures of other people. That's how they make their money. People who saw The Wolf of Wall Street, they say, yo, that's the life I want to live. Because they see themselves as Jordan Belfort when you're actually the fucking guys who are getting fucked over in those penny stock companies. That's you. The whole movie is a lesson about how the fucking glitz and glamour of that lifestyle is such an allure that you forget that these people are fucking subhuman. And we love it because it looks fun to spend money freely. And I'm sure it absolutely is. But it's like, what are the ethics of everything you do? What are the ethics of fucking cryptocurrency? What are the ethics of fucking day trading? And I'm not incredibly educated on this shit, but I know enough to be skeptical. Does that mean I'll probably end up not rich off of crypto? Absolutely. Y'all niggas carry on, and I hope you guys take care of me when you do. Now for my favorite segment of the show, Nobody's Asked Shawn. Send in your questions to nobodyasksean@gmail or nobodyasksean on Instagram or text me. First question, favorite name for a child? Fuck. I think that's a cool name. When you save a page in a book, do you use a bookmark, a post-it note, or do you fold the page? I've done all of them in the past. I usually lose most of my bookmarks. Folded pages. I guess I haven't done too much post-it notes except when I was studying in school, and I didn't do a lot of studying. But mainly what I do is I just remember the page that I was on or the general area, which it takes up a lot of time. But it'll be like, I think I was on 163, and I'll go to 163, and I'm like, I didn't read that yet. And I'll go back to 159. Like, that's where I was. What is my favorite meme? There's too many. There's a lot of good memes. I've gotten a lot of laughs out of the African guys carrying the casket. That's been a great one. I love the Mr. Krabs meme when it was at its peak. I love the meme of my boy of that nigga Teddy Ray when he double cheeked up on a Thursday. There's this Russell Westbrook meme that I use that a lot of people don't use, but the niggas that know the meme, they know. It's like Russell Westbrook like giving a look like niggas know. Have I been compared to a celebrity and why? I have, and it's almost never anything flattering. Chris Rock, I get compared to a lot, not on some comedy shit. I'm not saying I'm as funny as Chris Rock, or people say that. That's somebody I get compared to. I guess because we're both skinny black guys. When Dope came out, people say I look like fucking Shameik Moore or whatever his name was, specifically in that movie. I don't think I look like him very much outside of that movie. A friend of mine used to always say I look like Proof from D12. Rest in peace to Proof. Rank Zapp's potato chips from best to worst. Okay, the best two flavors of Zapp's potato chips are Voodoo Heat and then Voodoo. So it was 1 and 1A because they both top tier. But I like Voodoo Heat just gets the egg because I love spicy shit. I've never had Evil Eye Zapp's. I've heard those are good, and that's a great name for a chip. So that's gonna go in the 2 spot. No, 2 spot will go to Spicy Crawdad or some shit like that. Those are good. And then I would put Evil Eye because I have never had them, but it sounds good. And then Zapp's is, I mean, the thing about Zapp's is they all pretty fucking, that's a great chip. It's a great chip brand. If you never had Zapp's, get your ass to the south and get you some Zapp's. I mean, you can find them some places in the north, but they're not widespread like that. How do you navigate out of dark mental spaces? We haven't hung around each other very much recently, so you might not remember this, but I am a dark mental space. I live in that space. Like, it's like that the Bane thing from The Dark Knight Rises. Like, you think the darkness is your ally? I was born in the darkness, molded by it. Like, I am a walking container of dark mental energy. So I don't navigate out of them. I just kind of sit in it. It's only half serious, but my way to handle that shit is just try to be as active as possible. If I want to get a better job, I got to be looking for better jobs. If I want to leave some sort of legacy, I got to be fucking figuring out what that legacy is going to be. That type of shit. So it's like, I think activity is the best way to navigate out of dark mental spaces. I mean, it could be bad activities. Some things you could do that you shouldn't be doing. But I try to make active steps to improve my situation. Movie recommendation. Since we're talking about animated movies in terms of Space Jam and shit, I'll tell you an actually good animated movie from that time period in the 90s when we were young that still holds up, and it's goddamn The Iron Giant. It's one of the best movies there is. I would show that movie. You can show that movie to a kid of any age, and they could still find some emotional resonance and joy in that movie. It's one of the best animated movies. It's the first time we saw Brad Bird make something on the big screen, and that led to things like The Incredibles and Ratatouille. Also great movies. It's sharp and incisive about how we fear the unknown, how we fear power, and how people in power always try to manipulate or destroy things that threaten their power, which I think kind of ties back into the cryptocurrency conversation. So, The Motherfucking Iron Giant, one of the best movies. If you made it this far into the video, give me a thumbs down. That's it. A like and subscribe and all that. And as always, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.